Hello and welcome again. This is video number 2 on Unix Linux. Title of today's video is In the Unix world, trees grow upside down. And now we are going to see why I give this title. First, we have to fix some basic concepts: files, directories. Now, everything in a Unix Linux world is organized in files. What is a file? A file is a place where data and programs are stored, as simple as that. Now, everything is in files. It can be a single file, a document, an image. It can be a group of files. Now, the group of files are called directories. The other important thing is that files and directories have names. So that's each file must have a name. Each directory must have a name. You can't use special characters freely in the file's name because for the shell, which the shell is basically this terminal, when you see this, where you enter your commands. For the shell, many special characters have an important meaning, a meaning that will affect the execution of your command. So we try to avoid special characters in the file names. Another important thing, if you are familiar with Windows and DOS, and you know that in the file name do not have to use special characters, right? Don't use special characters in the file names. Special characters like this, this, etc. You can use dot though, so you can give a name to a file like this, my file dot picture. Okay, so the dot here doesn't have the same function than in the DOS or Windows. What comes after the dot is not the extension of the file. Good. Having said that, let's see briefly the generic structure of the file system in Unix. Okay. This is like a simple description of the file system. The /forward is the root. Everything is contained in this folder. This is the mother of all the folders. This is the root. Then you have other folders which are called directories. This is a directory. Okay? And this is the name of the directory. In the USR directory, you find the directory of the various users. For example, Morris and John. Within the directory of Morris, you find all the directories related to him. For example, his mails, his documents, etc. So now you understand why in the Unix Linux world trees grow upside down, because here the root, it's at top and the branches develop underneath the root. Okay, here you can have as many folder and documents you want. Okay, this could be this is the generic structure of, let's say, a graphic representation of the file system. But let's look at what it appears like in our terminal, the file structure. Now, first of all, there is a command, this one, and tells you where you are. Now, if you see on the screen, okay, I'm moving it a bit, I put in the middle, and you see here /home/Morris. That means that Morris, I am now typing here in Morris, which is the directory of the user, which is in home directory, which himself is in the root directory. So if I go to the root directory, okay, you can see, don't mind all these comments, we will look at them in detail now, just to show you. Okay, what you see here, it's bin, etc., lib, mnt, run, and others. All these are on the same level. See here, they're all on this one level. Okay, now, and this is the root level, so the beginning, the mother of all levels, the mother of the folders. If I want to go down one level, I can pick, for example, home. So I go to home, in the folder home. You see now I am one level down here. I opened at this level. Here it's not shown home, but it's on the first level. Then, if I want to go another level down, I can go to Morris. Now, I am here, okay, I've been here, I was there, then I typed home, okay, and then it gave me Morris. So now, if I want to go even further down, okay, I can show you this. So this is down in Morris home. Okay, now let me show you something. We are here, but if I go to documents, which is one level down in Morris, you'll see that we have root home Morris documents. So we are root. Here it's a different, there is no home, but you can say user, Morris, and then within Morris there was a document, let's say memo, and that's, we are there. So in your terminal, the hierarchy, it's horizontal. So it's the root home Morris document here, this line here, it tells you the hierarchy. This is the top of the hierarchy, this is bottom of the hierarchy. Document is in Morris directory, documents, it's a directory in Morris directory, in home directory, in root directory. So when you have a directory within a directory, it's called a subdirectory. Okay, that's it, it's very easy. So this shows you the structure of the file system, brief over the file system. Now, you have seen me typing these two letters. This is simply a command that gives you the list of the files within the working directory. In this case, which is our working directory? Documents. If I want to know exactly where documents is, I tap this one and I have the whole path. /home/Morris/document. It's the path that leads you to document. Now, if I type ls, I can have the list of the document, of the files within the directory document. Tutorial has a few test files. Okay, so this is R. So how do I get the list of my files in this directory called tutorial? I'll type ls. See? Very easy. So anytime ls gives you the list. Now ls has several, what do they call, attributes. So instead of having a list like this, you could have a list like this. Now you see I typed ls-l. That gives me a list with more information, more details. It gives me a lot of information. Now I'm not going to enter into the details here of this information because we'll have to deal with them in detail at a later stage, what all that means and etc. Okay, so I can also use ls with another command, okay, which is similar to the one we did by default, but if I do that, this is in column in reverse order, in reverse chronological order. I can show hidden files, etc., etc. So you now have to remember ls. Why? Because ls, it tells you the content, it lists the content of a directory. The other nice important command to move around your file system, it's the command cd, change directory. So if I type cd, simply cd, I go home. There it is, dvd, that's it, we are home. If I want to go to the root, I type cd. So this is quickly an explanation of the Linux file system. What you have to remember is that there is a hierarchical order. So there is a high level, and then from the highest level, everything is contained. So the main directory, the mother of all the directories, is the root and is indicated with a slash. That's the symbol of root. Root contains the system, the file system, the system files and the user files. But basically, if you want to know what root contains, you do ls and you have the list of the directory within the root. There are essential directory to be created to install Linux. The system will create itself, but some distribution have a different series of order in the root. Now that's all really. So the file system, the root, the directory within the root, and then you can go down until you reach the latest left. For example, you can go here, home, open to the directory home. Then what you got in home, you get to the user, which is Morris. Okay, and then you can access all the content of this directory. Now this symbol here tells you that you are in your home directory. If you don't know where you are, you can type this and that gives you the full path. In Linux and in Unix we talk about path. The path is the address. It's where you find, it's the path to your target. So here, if you want to go to Morris, you have to go to root, then home, and then Morris. If you want to go into a file which is containing Morris, for example, in another directory which is documents, okay, you have to go like this, root home Morris documents. So this is the path to documents. This is the absolute path. Okay, we'll come back to that. I hope I gave you some good hint on how the file system is organized in Unix. Okay, thank you very much for watching. Don't miss the next episode on Unix Linux. Have a good day.